Cool. All right. So let's move on then to our last review today, which is
Yeah.
Fallout, the TV show on Amazon Prime. It's 8 episodes. Each episode is an hour. Okay, so to set this up, I have never played Fallout. Elardo has. So we got two different perspectives
Yeah.
here, which is always nice. So from your gamer experience
hmm
perspective, what did you think of the show?
No, yeah, I thought this was the perfect universe because that's what I've been saying. Like, there's so many bad video game adaptations, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of their universes are so interesting. So I was like, why don't you just take the universe and make a totally different story elsewhere? And that's exactly what this show did. Is it's like, because each game is like in a different state with a new like complete like set of characters. So I was like, yeah, all you gotta do is go to another state and then make that story, you know? And that's
Yeah.
exactly what they did. And yeah, and then they got the vibe of the show really, or they got the vibe of the show. They got the vibe of the games really well. Where like the actual story is like kind of serious, and the themes, it's like nuclear war, right? And like
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
like
yeah.
shitty people, but like it's actually still kind of goofy and silly. Like the things that you're doing is like, what is going on, you know?
Yeah.
And so they got the vibe of the games really well, I thought. And they also, yeah, and like sometimes when you're playing the game, you're just like exploring, and then like the craziest shit will happen, and you'll just have like the radio on, and like the old timey music will play, and it's like, and the show gets that really well too. So
Mm.
yeah, I thought it was like a really good adaptation. And the actual story though, think was better than the games though. The story here was like, because you kind of have to make it better because it's a TV show, you're not playing. And yeah, the story here is really engaging. I thought I liked all the characters. I know people do not like Maximus at all. People like trash
Oh,
on him.
I
No, you
also
didn't
didn't
either.
like
Yeah.
it.
I thought it was an interesting take on a guy who has like he's like a good guy, right? He's morally good, wants to do the right thing, wants to save the
Yeah, he's
world.
just a loser
But he
though.
doesn't have yeah, he's like does not have the abilities to do that whatsoever. I thought that was an interesting take on it. It's like if what? Peter Parker was just Peter
Yeah,
Parker,
Peter
not
Parker was a
Spider-Man. Yeah.
loser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not Spider-Man.
Yeah. I have a is the the how they explain the backstory of how it all started?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that canon or
I think, well, pretty much. Like, all you know is that like it's still around the 50s, and it's like, what if the U.S. got bombed like in the around that time of like nuclear
okay?
the scare, yeah.
Yeah, that's the part I really liked, how they explain exactly how everything went down, and they intertwined it with the actual story at the end, like the characters.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was really, really well done.
Mhm.
Especially,
Yeah.
and Walton Goggins,
Yeah, he's always
insane.
good. This
He's
is his
so
show
good.
too. Yeah, he's always
Yeah.
like a supporting actor, but like he's like, yeah, they put him in the lead here.
He's
Which
the
is really
guy here. It's
Yeah.
awesome, and yeah, I like the way. Yeah, it's such a cool universe.
good. Yeah.
Um,
There's so much that they didn't include too. Like there's so many monsters still that are like crazy. They're rad scorpions, which they're like scorpions. It's like the roaches, but they're scorpions. They're like huge. And then death claws. Holy crap! Yeah, there's so much they didn't add. The guns
Yeah.
too. There's. Oh, I'm gonna explain this to you. Like this is like the best weapon in like all of gaming. There's a weapon called the Fat Man, which is like, it's a mini nuke. So you shoot like literal like mini nuclear bombs. I'm surprised they didn't even like have that in the show yet.
huh? And I
Yeah.
feel like they Well, one thing I wanted was like, I wanted them to explain how ghouls work a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like all that happened was they pretty much take a
Mhm.
puff of this like inhaler thing, and you know
Yeah.
he gets to be a ghoul, I guess, or keep being a ghoul.
No,
Not
yeah.
that- yeah. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. I wanted them to explain it to
So
me.
for the most part, it's just either they're ghouls and they're like still human, but if they don't do that stuff, then they become feral. Like that's and then that's how they showed that by showing like she released all of the feral ones, which is kind of freaking crazy. And then they're like not human anymore.
Is there like an origin for it, like in the games at all, or not?
It's just
really?
they've been radiated like so much, and then that's what they
Oh,
turn
okay.
into. Yeah, yeah,
Damn. Yeah, but ghouls are really cool. I
Yeah.
like they showed the different stages of it too, with like
yeah.
the guy that was like turning, but he
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
kinda not and I also liked the I forgot her name, the main character,
Lucy, Goosey.
Vault Dweller. Yeah, Lucy.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Her development throughout the season
Mhm.
as like this innocent,
Yeah.
doing the right thing Vault Dweller, into like seeing how the real like
They did
world
that
actually
re-
works.
Yeah. They
Really
did that
well
really well because the games are like that, where you start in a vault, but you leave and go explore the world. No, yeah, you start level 1, and like, yeah, it's so interesting. People are like, they want to know Lucy's stats Because then at the start of every game, you like do your stats, and then people want to like play as her already, like in the games, like use her stats and see. And I think somebody calculated like what level she is by the end of the season. She's only like level 10 right now, because like she like they like tracked all like all her kills and like explorations and all that. And yeah, she's only like level 10 right now.
Damn. What's like the
But,
max
yeah.
level in the games?
I'd say by the end of the main story, you should be like around 30, 40.
Oh
So-
shit.
Yeah, not bad. But no, yeah, I really like the idea of the vaults, because like the idea that they're restarting humanity, right? Or like they're saving humanity. They're kind of fulfilling that like idea, because they're raised in this like, you know, hope, blah, you know,
Yeah.
naive way.
Yeah.
But that same attitude is like low key what is gonna change everywhere they go. Like every story in the games, you start out as that vault dweller, and you're supposed to like save the world. You do, like you technically do. You're literally changing the environment around you, because like you become the main character, and it's so
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
So it kind of worked,
yeah, yeah,
In a
exactly.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
even though, well, I won't.
Not the
That's-
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
Anyway,
yeah. I was telling you, like, the show makes it a plot twist, but in the games you just know. And that's
Oh.
the idea of the vaults being like well, pretty much what they like were planning.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That-
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's like that was smart of them to make that a twist, because I was just thinking about it, and like that is kind of like, well, it was always fucked up, but it's like making that a twist. I was like, oh yeah, no, like yeah, like
Yeah.
reveals everything.
Damn. Man.
There's so many
that-
vaults too, like in the games, you know, like you finding out what happened in each vault is like so interesting. There's one vault where it's like it's just a bunch of clones of one guy, and he just says Gary, like he only says Gary. So like, imagining going into the vault and all you hear is Gary, and it's just the one same guy over and
Oh my
over.
God.
Yeah, like there's so many vaults like that. It's so interesting, like different stuff going on.
Yeah, I liked how they showed multiple vaults like that.
Yeah,
Like, it's- Yeah, it's so interesting how, and they even explained, yeah, they're doing something different in.
Yeah.
Woo,
There's one
yeah,
where it's
so
like I think
cool.
it's like I don't know the exact number, but like it's all women but one guy, and then there's another vault where they do the opposite. Yeah, it's like for real, like,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like so many different experiments. You
Yeah,
can do,
yeah.
too. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, overall, I think the story was really good.
Yeah.
I'm really hyped for season 2.
Yeah.
They set it up super well, I think. The only down part was like Maximus's parts. Like, some of them were so lame, man. It's like, oh.
I know
this
people
guy.
like trash on him too, but like whenever he says something stupid, I laugh though. Like he's so dumb. He's so dumb.
I did like his relationship with the other Squire guy, like how.
Oh
that
yeah, that was
went.
interesting. Yeah.
That was interesting. Other than that, also the Michael Rappaport
Oh, yeah.
cameo there was like, what is this guy doing? So that was kind of funny. But other than that, I was like, man, get this guy off my screen. But what would you give season 1 overall out of 5?
It's a solid 4. It's really good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 4.5. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot. Especially since like the universe I wasn't familiar with it.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
I know the games are like selling right now. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
One of the show creators is Christopher Nolan's brother, Jonathan Nolan.
Really?
Yeah. He also
Wow.
helped make Westworld.
Damn, I didn't watch
Yeah.
Westworld, but
Yeah,
I
me neither.
should.
But
I
yeah.
always hear good stuff. But sick. Yeah, definitely hyped about season 2. I also like the old timey like vibe of it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's like a huge aspect of the games too. And yeah, just like walking around playing that music. And some of the
Yeah.
songs they played, I'm like, oh, shit, like I got nostalgia because like I would hear these all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had the captions on. It was like All Out 4 theme plays. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Ew. But yeah, and I like the old timey talk. Like, hey, buddy.
Oh yeah.
That what's that guy Bud?
Oh, yeah, Bud.
Askins? The way he was.
Oh, you're a
talking.
wet lady, or something. He said something like that.
So that stuff is so funny to me too. But yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
If you have that Prime Video.